would I buy this SUV with my own money? I'll let you guys know that at the end. The XC90, which is just an amazing, amazing SUV. One of my favorites I've driven, not just all year, but maybe ever. And that includes things like the Range Rover, BMW, AMGs, you name it. So first of all, it's got these Thor headlights here. It just looks great. It looks aggressive. It looks assertive. This one has the upgraded rims. This is the plug-in hybrid version, as you may notice there. It has both a turbocharged and supercharged engine down here. It is very cool technology. And then in addition to that, you have batteries and this about 87 horsepower drive unit. So you're getting about like 400 horsepower out of this bad boy, which we'll talk about more in the drive review. Like I said, looks, it's just very clean, very attractive. Very simple, but very nice. Great storage space back here. Let me show you this. So this is with the third row folded down. I actually fit a cabinet back here, which I'll show you. And then you can fold those seats down. And as you'll see in the cabinet picture, you get a lot. Also, you do get, you know, things back here, and I can fit in here, as I'll show you in a minute. You get vents, you get cup holders, and you even get a little storage area. That's kind of rare in this size SUV for the third row to have all those amenities. Let's go check out the second row, third row, and that interior. All right, so checking out this interior, it is just next level. Beautiful wood. Every surface is nice, soft, real quality. The Bowers & Wilkins stereo looks absolutely amazing. You know, the tech is all there. Digital gauges here, you know, a digital, kind of like a sideways iPad type setup here. This is a little bit hard to use. I don't want to fanboy over this car too much. The first few days I had to learn this, which I drive 50, 60 cars a year. So usually I'm pretty good at picking stuff up. And like I said, once I learned it, it made sense, but it just like, it wasn't the most intuitive thing. But again, it's just a minor gripe compared to all the good things in this car. Another thing Volvo says is a safety feature. To get it in reverse, you have to hit it twice, or to get it drive, you have to pull it forward twice. Once you get used to it, I actually am doing that in my other car, which has a digital shifter as well. So now I'm used to it, but man, the first day I just kept getting it in neutral because one push from park in either direction just puts it in neutral. Something I wish they could change. But look at that crystal on there. Look at the wood on here, the leather here. I mean, every part of this interior, this leather is insanely soft. You get the little Swedish flag here. Even on the ones not built in Sweden, they're very proud of that. Same with the key. It's very simple, very elegant. And of course, I don't know if all Volvos have this, but at least they're press cars. No, this seems to have the number 6 in there. So this is probably only for press cars. But it is so, so cool. Let's see what's under here. For you guys, you have, this is where you can plug in a radar detector, you know, wireless charging pad available as an option, 2 cup holders back here. Let's check out this console here as well. Pretty spacious. You get 2 chargers in there as well. And this comes out so you can clean it nicely, which is a very clever feature back here. I'll show you the back more in a minute, because I think I've now shown you, you know, everything kind of cool up here. 21 miles of plug-in hybrid only. The only critique I'd have, I'll tell you in the drive review, is if you don't have it charged up for a 4-cylinder, just because it's so large, as you can see back there, and so heavy. The MPG is only in the like 20s. So that was kind of, as you can see here, 23. I kind of got it up to 24, but that was sort of hyper miling it. It's also cool. It has the camera here to scan everything, and it has a drive mode called Pilot Assist. So it does some very basic highway autonomy for you. You also can option on, this is pretty cool as well, massaging seats. They're only $1,700, and both the driver and passenger seat do massage, which I just thought was the coolest thing ever. Let's check out that back seat, and I'll let you know how it drives and what it costs. Now in the back seat of the XC90, you know, there's sunshades to keep you cool and protected. You still get 3 speakers on, or 2 speakers, I guess, on per door on the Bowers & Wilkins stereo. Nope, there is a third. I just was not seeing it earlier. So you get 3 speakers each back here. Sounds really, really good. You can heat your seats back here, which is nice. And if I could figure out how to unlock this, hopefully someone can tell me in the comments, an owner. Oh, there we go. Very cool. So it's unlocked now. So I can have my own fan and vents and temperatures, 4-zone. Not only that, there's an extra zone you can control up there for the third row. Because you guys seem to love punishment, I'm gonna try to fit myself in that third row and show you guys in a moment. But yeah, nice console up here. This cup holder that pops up and out is very clever. You know, it doesn't hold the biggest drinks, but for what it is, it's kind of cool. Also a unique feature, a lot of these two go down and one stays up. Because this is a Swedish company and you know they're big on skiing, this one by itself goes down. You just pull this here, so you can put your skis through and, you know, have 4 people plus skis. That is a cool feature. All right, let me get in back for you guys. Also, another cool option this one has that makes it super upscale, not these LEDs here, they're nice too, is this one has the Alcantara roof optioned on there, which is crazy cool. All right, guys, I'm doing this for you. As my legs, I'm just under 6 feet, are crushed. It's all for you guys. And so there's actually a button that folds these headrests down up front, which I thought was pretty cool. It reminds me of old school Mercedes. It's actually nice leather, if I can get myself shoehorned in. I mean, here I seem to have plenty of room, just under 6 feet. I am probably about the tallest, you know, person who could ride back here. Let's find out. Can't get this seat back. I'll be right back with you guys. Thought Volvo was watching out for my safety and not letting me put this back so my legs weren't crushed. Not quite crushed, but again, I'm just about 5'10", so depending on your legs, like, I'm cozy. Let's just say I wouldn't want to be back here. So, but yeah, if you have children or someone who's like, you know, 5'5", 5'6", you know, you can bring 7 people in this SUV. No 8th seat here, which I mean kind of makes sense. I've seen them with where there's 3 back here, unless it's like a Suburban or something, it's cramped to have that third person. Whereas here, I actually do have like shoulder room and can kind of move my leg over this way, which is actually a lot more comfortable. Sorry, I have slippers on. It's COVID, so I don't really go anywhere. So yeah, there's actually carpet. Like I said, there's vents. Surprisingly, there are little speakers for you back here, adjustable vents, like I was showing you earlier, cup holders. It's just a really nice place to spend time. I think there's even microphones, either for the stereo or maybe for the Bluetooth up in there. Someone can let me know. Maybe there's safety sensors. Sorry, this roof is so dirty. I took my dog out to the dog park, and yeah, he just sat back here and he was chill and quite happy. It is actually pretty easy to get in and out of here because this does slide all the way forward. And look, I even get a little heating vent back here in the third row. If you wanted to get 2 back here, so you needed 6 people, you could fold this down and actually kind of like do your legs like this. But that would only work for the 1 tall person back here. But it is a very versatile, you know, system that Volvo has engineered here, which I quite like. All right, guys, so I'm kind of going to do the drive review. It's comfortable. It has a few different drive modes I'm going to show you now. The one gripe, I'd say, if it sounds like I'm fanboying over this car, it's one of about 4 cars. That Alfa Romeo, I drove it on the track. I bought one. Audi A4 I reviewed. I bought one. The Tesla I never reviewed, but that particular model, but I liked the Model S and I bought one. This is another car I'd almost buy. New, this one's such a high trim, it's about $80,000, which for a big 3-row SUV in a luxury brand is not as crazy as you might think. But compared to luxury SUVs now, for a 3-row, sadly, 80 is not crazy. All the others, or a lot of the others, are 6 figures. So if you have the money, there's a value proposition, and the CPO ones of these are actually quite a good value when they come off leases. So if you love the car but you know can't quite afford the 80, there are lower trims if you don't need all these features. Or alternatively, you could potentially consider CPO. Let's check out the drive modes. So it drives actually really well. This is the luxury trim, so it's more, you know, trim towards luxury than sport or anything like that. But I do want to show you all these different drive modes, and this one has the air suspension leveled. So off-road mode pulls it all the way up. You can see here it's pulling the car up. Going out of that, this is kind of like an all-weather mode where if, you know, you're on the road but it's wet and you want snow or, you know, just extreme moisture, things like that. I am in pure mode, right now. Hybrid actually lowers it a little bit more, as does, so height-wise, it's highest, next highest, sorry about that, lower, lower still pure mode, which is pure EV mode drive on. And then of course the lowest and most aggressive suspension setting, steering setting, is power, described as sporty driving. That brings it down quite a bit. And before I kind of end the video, I did want to show you one other cool feature. I have a friend who has a Mercedes with air suspension, and he said, now I don't know if it's because his isn't new enough or whatever, but he was telling me that his does not have this. So this brings down the back significantly. So that cabinet I showed you earlier, that was how I just kind of put that cabinet right up in there. You can kind of see just how much storage, and those do fold flat as well. So you could almost fit quite a few things back here. All right, I promised I'd let you guys know at the end, and so here we are. Would I buy this with my own money? I usually wear a baseball hat, sorry for my hair. I probably would. At 80, I might lease it. There are some incentives on last year's model, so you can do that. Because 80 sounds like a lot, but the competitors are all that much or more for a luxury 3-row SUV. So if I was spending this kind of money on an SUV, and these aren't all 80, you can get XC90s, you know, the base models are much lower. It all just depends how many toys you want. But yeah, the XC90, if I was getting a 3-row SUV, it's actually pretty much at the top of my short list. Like I said, I'm a huge fan of the XC90 Mazda, but it's not in the same category. It's not luxury, and it's not a plug-in hybrid. It's just a really fun, sporty 3-row SUV. This is bigger than that. It's more luxurious than that, and it also has all the plug-in hybrid tech. Let me know any questions you guys have down in the comments. Until next time, my speedy racers, drive on.